Yo abusia nan so da foforo na nde ye ka asem foforo medical ka kiro se na wotwe mienu abesen kɔ de ba na wotwe miensa ene mefa ne se next week ye we yanimu yi no obi abehu ne maye ene ne nkoye mu fapem ena wo nkoye no so a wo bekɔ no so ba bi a wo betoa so akɔ no so wanya keys bi a wo bekita ede akɔ wo betimi aka se wo existence a wo de wa ha nyina ene wa ascension ene yaka bombo so me baako ena me ma all the keys no wo questions no wo de to comment section ho no ma mefa na me yi ano pepe so that you be get into na make sure say this month now from last 2 weeks till and edikosi next week all the episodes now wo share no me pese won share a was split wo ho me pese won share with your this mechanism and also your higher self because asem na ye discuss wo ha no e na make no existence ina keys e na me de ama wo no e na wu nso so a de awo sa proceed akono eno nso so hu keys ekita wo. I'm telling you today now fa dey we into wadwenem say wo ancestors na wo hwehwe omo so omo meboa wo na wunya ka na wunya we no they are all looking up to you say tunnel bi a omo akam say trap bi a omo akam no wo consciousness ni be hini pono no ama omo nyina atumi afam afiri internet say consciousness no it goes beyond the normal things you want and it also goes beyond one kasa one so ascension but your ancestors so ascension ewo mu bi don't forget your ancestors with lineage ni nyina they are all inside of you na omo nyina hope and they said the omo ntimi anye no wo betimi aye ama omo ade omo ho so bata wo ne ba na sabi odi hia de wo ne ba wantimi ensi dan akanfo kasa omo se obatan bi adan esi ne yam wo maame di hia ene wo tete wo ba be yeye na wo de nsakra ye kese aba untumi nkasa wo su kodi hia se de wo maame edi hia no enu nti na mepesa wo te ase se when you hear ancestors ayese e bi se mo mpata omo mo twa mo jegu omo so so mo ja so omo nom no I want you to think deep about and the episode no and the episode no were a lot of downloads into no mo ma ye ni say and then you discuss and the ark of cosmic laws. And when I discuss and the ark of cosmic laws. Na me no obefa 3 stages mu ansa. Na ye nyina ya adwento ato ane ya hwede ayete ho. Na afi ya hwe kwan e befa so abo ye bra. Na afi ya hwe kwan e befa so liberate your continent no anya ye humpa ya yama ye ma. Enti ye befa 3 stages no ye bedi kan ahwe religion and metaphysics on the ark. Medical topic natural that I said the ark of cosmic laws. Eno ye discuss na fe ya ba be the new age of cosmic covenant ya ba be share no so na fe ye descend aba form aba be ark of the realms a big topic a huge but ye be bubu mu nyina na yakọ ena maka no it will and that episode no will carry a lot of downloads until I want all of us need to get into our higher selves men share any body pe but for our higher self on so faka ho until we share baako a then you sit back and watch again me pa wo cho baby a ye pagya ye mu akono now no say wo share episode na nhwe ne baako hwe ni mienu wo hwe ni mienu a put critical question ewo comment section. I want you to push me. I want to push you. So also push me. Now out of frustration, you know, honum na power kese etumi efriba. Na honum so na liberation efriba. Ade ye cheap bia na ma cheap result. Ade a din bia no eno na ma unique and a different result. Inti I want us to go that way. Inti no me pesa won share this episode no from and then no so ade ko next week na afi yen say ye pagya ye mu ana ye split ye mu into two. Inti wo images na ye split ye mu into two na ebi mu befa the higher self no na ebi mu so omo be wa ha na wa ha. So we are looking at how we can split the platform no because me feel say ye betumi add up ye betumi speed up ebi no mu so wa akire ene ye mpese ye be ma obi abibi ekita no no nim de ode ye said you be a befa wo platform no so no onim nea ode ye enu nti na ama saa decision no koso wa hanum sesi yi ayenua ba Elizabeth Anna no so ono de washa ayi ode da de san apamata de we are ready to go dark. When you say dark ana nkrofo eyem ahyeom without darkness there will be no light. It is the darkness in the tunnel, no darkness, no the bottom. That is where you find light. Into obi a also unpe darkness, no. On to mean kasa about light. How do you know the difference? You must experience both. And when the bema why powerful. Into no episode I here discussing it today. We embark on a journey into the heart of the mystery of the Ark of the Covenant. And no, and now wusha baby I to me, especially Christian kingdom ni muno. And no na ube who say almost holding in high esteem. Ya tete a whole lot. Almost say Ark of the Covenant, no, Ethiopia. Orthodox Church ni mu ebinum so say ewo Volta region recently ebinum so say ewo Kwawu ebinum so say ewo Asante Kingdom because almost celebrating Ark of the Covenant no according to some people ebinum so say ewo Vatican inti yenim but one thing we know ni say enkrofort Ark of the Covenant asem na no muti omoya me ankasa personally I have done a whole editorial about the Ark of the Covenant years ago when I was on TV me ye no Christian way mi lebu bibia na me kire wedua ye de sensen acacia wood na me wie so me kire wade acacia wood no etimi ye eno na wutwam ana moja na efiri mu ba ye ni sa knowledge we nti ye twadua bi na moja firi mu ba enya abayifo na te so ana chese ye demonic tree because ye knowledge ni sebe wo for me ankasa ma yes episode ni na mi lebu the Ark of the Covenant ni bibia mi lebu no from head to foot e tire ndua omode ye tire dimension is on this platform. You can go and watch after this episode. In the theories of enlightenment, this sacred relic has confused many. But in today's world, as spirituality and technology merge, new age consciousness asks, Omubisa, and we say, and Ark of the Covenant, no, and I call you say, and I go to say, see a baby, spirituality, no. Any technology ni na emerge yetumi aba beti ase say yetumi de eniama free etheric ni be manifest wa ha physically into yetumi the science any spirituality ni edibubom se wonya shallow the same way ni yetumi the science any technology so ye dan etimi di bubom nti se sie no asema nkatete no beka akire obi amana dane ne ho akono se sie obeka obeche wani ase straight no we bisa question. So this is what the new awakeness and I say new consciousness family no and a new age enlightenment no omubisa. What does the Ark truly signify in our journey to awakening? And when you bisa, and when you say awakening now, I am the goddess. When it comes to awakening, I preach it top notch. I pure obibasi purely. And no, and I made ma waha. Inti se ban say ye bisa question bia about awakening na. Me na medi kan ye bisa. No be here to me bisa bi. Take it the way you want it anyways. I've been asking myself this question and now I invite you to explore it. Mi ankasa me bisa me hu bebre. Say see ya say knowledge ebu. Bibia babonten say enlightenment awakening and na so last week see mama wehu. Nti so bia say o preach awakening. No san ka kira wo say nyame we as you have to run. What am I saying? Because awakening has got nothing to do with punching the account. It's the same as religion. No matter how they put it, they are feeding on you. You have to understand that one. And no, not what you say. I've been asking myself questions, baby. So today I want us to delve deeper into the questions. Because me Jimmy this won't so who be sa who sa question. It says yes, knowledge wo baby yeah pursue yes say weapons and ye de kun tokwa biom ye the knowledge in the kun to so at this point if the ntokwa ye mentally and tokwa a mental plane in tokwa na ehia weapon na and the Ark of the Covenant ni niama na nyame tima according to the Bible ekun ebinum ehire ebinum eye ebinum ye na no where do we place it? Because it's very important for some of these religious people inti no na gina ho maye emaden eno ho asem na nne me ne wo ebe explore no. As we have been taught, the Ark is merely a holy chest, a container for the 10 commandments, a symbol of Yahweh's covenant with his chosen people. Sa na omo ka say Ark of the Covenant no eye onyame apama one ne ma ewo we no be ubisa on say Ark of the Covenant no e de be na ewo inside eya apama adaka maka tro se ma ye ama dimensions ni na betumi akose after here na emomu no ubetimi abisa se den na ewom ade a na ewom eye hwanpo no wanyi wo kromo okitapoma na ye president ye former president Kufuor ne poma no na edem na brodo na Ghana constitution no na that the Ark of the Covenant. Don't get confused here. Ade ehia omo no omo di tum omo se na Aaron ne poma na edem na communion bread eno so no omo se na edem na the 10 commandments no na edem Aaron na oyo omo sof omo high priest na ne hu hia omo nti se ye nso ebetumi akase president Kufuor na ne poma no na edem ena ni breakfast bread na odidi no eno na edem ena fe Ghana constitution so eno na edem so ubi sase Ark of the Covenant na de na ewo mu a ena maka no ba ono mo no mo se ye Aaron me nso me se ayi president Kufuor ne de no ena na edem enti no ede emfaso na ewo ho ede manipa eno no sa na mo ka kire yen a container for the commandment, a symbol of Yahweh's covenant with his chosen people. Yahweh me pese wo di we etu mutirimu ewo ho nti say ye Yahweh ne covenant for the chosen people still edaso wo ho na eye covenant ben na Yahweh ene ne nkrofo no eye ya ode ark no esi so eno na me pese ne ye to ye boboko ne ye hwe no. But I believe the sanitized version hides a far more powerful, dangerous and enigmatic truth. Gidi se na niama omo dwen ne omo susu ne omo ka kire yen no ehintasem bi wo ho a esi a ehu na ebro se de omo ka kire yen no so. The ark as a relic was not just a religious artifact. It was a device, a force of impossible energy that defies the laws of physics. Nti eye ade a na esi ho no mo a etimi di djuma ebro hunam edi djuma me obetumi aka se edi djuma hunhun mu na di djuma enso so ewo hunam eni na bubu hunam ani enhyehyeye ni bi na enhyehyeye ben. To many Christian scholars, it was hidden from history because its power was both incredible and terrifying. Inti omu yiye edisiye baby. According to Christian scholars, na ade a ehu me ma uremfi ade a eye nyame dia na ukita mude ekọ na tofo mu a wo sevi amanyame a utumi so mu kura na wawu na nya ade e chese omu bejeejai se obi like on begina osa saaki na se osofu penyero no kwa ho a ade so omu de kankran ya sebe ye nananom na akwala yale omu taide chechire ne nan akwala ne nante a na ewo so omu de bi so eron nan nti okona omu nte chankran ni bi na chese akuno nim which kind of God is this. But today we will dig deep into this mystery. Yebekom na yafede ewom. What wisdom might be hidden within its secret to help us advance as humans? At the kupotin what's ade animu a wo bodin a na asem foforo asi wo bodin a na bibia ye huhuhu no eno na nne mepese ye kom na ye nhwe de ewom na ye hu ne ebeye ye nhwe se mfaso bi wosoma obibini se obe protect no we save ni wa fight ye defend ekunu ho ama. We want to know, because this era there ye fifie funu ani ase ahunsama ye nya ya dwene se ye dai ne ye nya ya dwene se ye dai chena abusia me man krankra bi akwa about the time with Maame Grace Jumedie Subium edi ameje so wa ha eye Maame Grace. I am always the prettiest preacher. And together we will uncover the true nature of the Ark of the Covenant. Me mo akwa ba juma nde ye bedi no enu nie. Yo abusia nanso so eye da foforo eye kwesi ada na bono nsia na unim se unu aba ma betena ha na ma bensem enti na akwa abakese na mede ma we na ne ye discuss the ark of cosmic laws eno na ye ade a ye discuss medical bubu mu ama stages a ye befa mu ani bibia enti no ubenya aso amame odonkwa and I'm the bopniu. On this platform, I'm the prettiest preacher. I am always the greatest. I on this platform, menkwana mi yesumi saint, inti the living saint Osika, papa utumi friend me kasongo babe. Net se me wo hope me with my two chests. Inti enano episode no downloads no ebesu medikan etia wona so dada. Now, let's look at religion and metaphysics on the ARK. The ARK research here will be hunu yan training in any area mama downloads no atato na wa calculation no. They tell us the ARK was a holy relic, a sacred chest carrying the 10 commandments, a symbol of God's covenant with his people. That is the version you read in history books and hear in sermons on Sunday church. Okwa sorry a saade ya me kan sese eno na wo beti ena me kan ye no Aaron Puma no ana President Kumfo ne Puma no ene ni brodo ene Ghana constitution no ana so say 10 commandments no according to history no omo say eno na eda Ark of the Covenant ni mu. I've seen some scientists say that behind all these stories lies the real ARK. Something far more powerful, far more terrifying, and far more dangerous than any religious text will admit. Scientists nature say ade this ade na chi no ehu na as usual so wo koka niama ehu ebro the normal programming na e ama religious people no so there omo nji ntumuda. But this is what scientists also think. Na se na tie dia ene na metumi aka say it goes beyond obi brodo ni obi poma any constitution and also say 10 commandments na edem no wadwe ne say to the scientists the ARK was not simply a chest. Omo so say dia religious people no can enye sa. It was a device. Scientists normally a weapon, a connector of energy that defies natural laws. This is what the scientists think. Medi kama we hu send ya religious people no omodwen and mama we hu dia scientists no so omodwen. And ye na ye dangerous ana meboa. Na ye dangerous because Bible say ekodi ebinum fie na ekum ebinum ema omudi hia ebinum so koso omu so si ekum omu. Na omu dane na for omudi koduru obi fie ehon so ekoye nchira mema we mfi say yira the same ARK no and omudi kosi Palestine for no hono ma yesi omudi kosi Dagon bosom ne ho na ade echi na Dagon webubugu ho no the same covenant hu asem ne ye kanyo omo say eye relic but scientists no so say ye weapon eye more dangerous than religious books no echirechire mu edechire ye no. They have studied its design, how it was precise, built to specific dimensions and covered in gold both inside and out. Ade we na make na treaty dimensions no the omudi ye baby ani na treaty I think 4 years ago when I was on TV but it's still on the platform until you can still go and watch. Until bibisa how is gold important when it comes to spiritual things? How? Because a crime we are yen nsuo no mi na nkrofo gold no mba fifi ade ani ase de ko free ye na nanoma penso artifact omo befa ko ye nyina na ye gold enti gold yo omo de ko nyina ye chain ye ring ye ye enti no omo de ko. What is the secret? According to osofo bi ayesi na obubububu abosom yesi bosom na obubu say na gold hihiem no fifa minim no kure wo mu krofo na kan na me da mete ye minim I can't say ye no kware but mete ye but mate so pen say ade bi omo ye sunsum sem bia no omo di gold so ye den e de ka ho nti na bibisa say gold ankasa na den na wom because when you go all the way back to Moses emra onyankopon kire de say onsi asore dan no wo hwa obehu dimensions ni nyina baby o kire omo say ahamfa gold nye ahamfa say nye ahamfa gold edien e na ewo gold mu eno na mepese ye nyina ye nto ye bonhwehwe na say bibi wo gold mu dia na wo bibini a wo ti gold ne so enante so echa asase na se nkrofo etu kwan firi omukuro mu ba betu udi hia yembisa wasama na yenja wo na wo nam ho na nwu eden tia eden ne wo gold mu moma yendwe no so ho ne yenhwe munim say there is gold tablets and capsules amanfo memene munim say there is lithium diamond ni nyina ayi friend is saying copper ni nyina ne tablet ne supplement wa amanfo onum kaje me no ye fufui tina udim de ekọ ole no ni ya no e de empoti ne wo gold mu eno na me pese ye nyina ye dwen ho e de kọ akire because according to this scientists this ark of the covenant in a dimension ni bibia no inside and outside ni nyina no omo de gold e na omo de eye ark of the covenant no wa unim bia unimi wo bisi me office ho na ebi crazy studio ha akire ni ye logo akoto baabi tete mremu no utu kwan na wo sika na wo yi sika de to na tesa wo ye rich unni sika mpa antiminto ba se sie de lawu say na so mfa so ni so. They gave us a mind image of material so conductive it acted as a power carrying heavy electrical energy, storing an extreme energy field. Who should the way omo dimensions no the way omo akasa omo the gold afa ho. Don't forget gold is equally a mineral just like copper ya de fa na wo hwe wo electricity wo ye wiring no so a wires no wo say ba akon ye gold na ba akon ye silver and also say copper. I mean you know inti no say na scientists no calculating no omo dwen say image no omo de ma ye ni nyina no e ma ekoye te say electric force bi wo de say see impoi. Look at generators and crofo yi build a bit is a suitcase kitwe bi e betumi power a whole house so hu se see niama crofo build no sebe so we a deep thinker e fe obe hu se niama ni bebre omo kekan e say a divide pumu ni ade no you would understand that they were all gadgets enye nyame bi because o ship esi nsuo so ne wo aeroplane na air fly ni ade e nipa dwen no de ye no external power bia na influence mo ye nyame na ye nti no wo be hu se niama nipa ye sesi enu nti wo pa che se nipa kra wo hwe de a niama na esi a yesi nyame na ye no se wo hwa na che se nipa ba ne ho aba edin a che nyame ana we na esi ye to sit back ni ye dwen kwa akire ni yesusu se nyankopon si ho obeyi u fibroid amount wo mra kolebu si ho doctors akosua de wa adwen no omode omo tota asua de ehu a ombetumi de aboa na se wo da so ate ho se nyame na ebeyi fibroid na ma wo de a ile na mi maka ebo enti abusua na omo believe say eyade a omo aye a omo akava ho a ekita extreme energy field bi that could burn to ashes any unqualified hand that dare to touch it. Se wahu enti se yesi ebinum so mu na eku omo instantly electric wire. I remember this is a very sad story. Years ago Temakom 2 na ensu ato ate but na ensu ni bi ta park no ho no mu ne area ho no mu ba bia ye hatani ama no ena yi nkola ne bobo wo ho ena baako ne ball koto nsuo na etata ho no mu ena okoyi ball no akola ne si nsuo no mu ape na owuye ade ni kiki no apparently yes na wire bi electric wire bi jamaate na eda nsuo no mu something like that owuye like that enti say na ankombeka say ark of the covenant is wa ankombeka say na ekunu omo nka say oso mu na bi electric field electric power na ewo mu no na ekunu ba scientists describe ya kan say ade we ni say na tinti obi a onye qualified electrician ni kosom no wansom ye bekunu just like akronfo no mu ko twitwa wires ni bi twa ye na okaye otare so na wa yetum no. Can we think about this and stop saying God? Can we say ye adwen say ye badwen yehu say niama bebre akoso asa time no na omu ni din omu de be ma no nti omu kodi gu Bible ni mu na ye ma ya adwen ya adwuma na ya more than the wo mu a we are better. Don't get angry over unnecessary things. Ye kan bibia yi kire okra osimibu afu say uza koso mu na sade ani kun no at once de a mamu nyame nyame nye nipa bone sa ebi na electric way oni hunim de nto so mu no na kiki no because ade na nkasa po no omo de kwa omo de brass bar atoto ase enu mu na nipa so what you say could it be that na electric force bi na esi so a won saka ho directly a ebeku ho ana na mo de ase nyame se nyankopon na eku nipa yi abusua nti se mo ahu asema ye ke mumi enwi hu nkwa akire ya hye mmra ya su so ma obewu uso mu so anu wewu e kotofom kra wo so evi amanyame a wewu eye mmra atirimode nipa bonesem anana de kunu ne ye enim Mommy enwe ho why enye bufuo. I remember how we used to draw the photos of the ark in that children's Bible called My First Book of Bible Stories. One read bi. And the jamana ne na papa nyo bi ana wo beka se wa hu bi. Obi a draw bi. Oh chale. Chale. Inipa bro. The Bible itself tells us that God's presence dwelled in the ark, that he spoke from between the cherubim angels that sit on the ark. So wahu enu ni o omo say yi cherubim mienu yi omo tisi aha ne ahai sa yi round here wo middle here omo no enu no omo frɛ ne mercy seat no omo say ho no mo na onyankopɔn ni presence no etena enu na ye round na wo no we na na make say omo so mu pagya no enu na wa ase ma ye sa episode ni nti ubetumi akɔhwɛ enum na omo so nti we mu body ni mu na uza so ye na owu ye no nti mu nji ndi se we no eye short circuit bi ana bibi ena na ewo ho a nipa nsa so mu directly a obewu ana bi a transformer bi a yankata ho yie bi muntumi nji ntum because bi asa amre no na nimdi ewo ho no enso te se nne ya omo discover ye no betumi akọ na mo manyame ye nipa bone a omo se mfimfini hei ena nyankopon ote na abofo mienu ena omo na omo te ya na abofo kro mu nyeja na electricity and generate fire abusia mama yen dream deep wate yen boa yen nya ho de mo yen to aso e my whole episode about the Ark of the Covenant I made my dimensions no by na Bible side me my whole dimension is on the platform you can go and watch after this but me akoshe after this episode say ho na nyankopon te in fact mama yen share scripture ketua bi Exodus chapter 25 verse 22 and I read God will meet with Moses and speak to him from above the mercy seat. The mercy seat is what I've shown you. Enu nie, enu na what above you one round at the end of that one. Enu and the mercy seat. I think I've told you when this ark of time sorry no. Only Paul Ark of the Covenant who did the whole episode about it was Dr. Juanita Bynum. Ono na sa time na when we were coming no. Na ono na noise about it about we nti omo say onyankopon obehia Moses no ne na kasa about the mercy seat between the two cherubim on the ark of the testimony is the same thing we were seeing here about all the commandments he will give to the Israelites. We scripture na media ma no na ade we no all kan ho a kire nti Israelite no asese ebinum aye spiritual Israelite yatumi a translate ya de aba be hu se yen na ye Israelfo no wala yen na ye Israelfo na as at now as I speak with you at this era where knowledge is everywhere e de benefit e na e benefit se yen na ye Israelfo a Ark of the Covenant we no e benefit ye eno na me person dey dwen ho abusia ask yourself why would an all-powerful God need a physical interface onyankropon twedi ampon a wo se boss ro ni asase otumi ade nyina ye yankweti nanum odinano keke ne bo asase e de no hia a physical interface e de aye abusia mesremu o in fact the beginning of Bible story abodi emfitin ase na o Bible no mu no Ark of the Covenant no wo ho baby a question na me bisa I want us to think about these things now yesom na yentumi nko forward no wahu because yanhwe ni ya na ye protect ade edi ye wuo enti me nka say obi enjai bibia me say mu ma yenhwehwem this is what I'm saying osubu afu yent was webufo no stopping nothing anyways so koso the golden layers much like modern power cable technology suggests the ark was engineered to generate or store a force beyond mere electricity yetumi dwin we hu kakra mesremu ara we were told that it burnt those who touched it killing them instantly. Is that not how electricity kills? Nti senka yetumi dwinko a kire kakra anka niama bi eye ko dede no ka yentumi hu ni easy ana we de mesremu obi ebu mfome so. Was it electricity? In fact, was it electricity? Was it radiation? Abusia, Me and dream kakra or something altogether beyond our visible eyes. And also say, "Eh, bibi aburu ye ni ahoden so dangerous to human flesh." I will so mu asho. No way. This question has been boggling my mind. It was so my dream. Sometimes ye menya me ye too wicked. Say what the tough from na me tomu me so mu ma wa waku me sa asho. Nyame o ye merciful God. A odo ne ma to extend say ne ma ye money po oku ne baba ako say munye free. Na say nyame we na wa de tough from na me so mama okeke. Eno so waku me. Can we think about these things and ye delusional dodo? It's lemwa ye betumi ato ho aye ho bibi. Mama ye mbra for me bisa question ye small investigations Oh, ni amasese o. First no na nka bro nyedu a coke no ba akopese mbra nka wo papa poto coke na chese why ade mo na mo wasika na ebubu ne nketenkete akokọ nam na bro nya ne eku akokọ emo na bro nya ne no amo now look at it bibia asesa first ne me papa no a police penyi nti no no wo TV na black and white o so no bia be nde wonnim na na minya asem wo school a won hwe TV ni bi we are going hey omo ina mpo omo wo he ya masesa say TV flat screen you curve ones now there are screens everywhere eniama masesa nti don't we think say aniama na ye dwen no ye betimi asesa bibi abusua we die ya asem bi sakeko mema obufu ma binu enu ye Yoruba me say ma obufu adeni ye ntumi ndwen na Jonah na bonsu amini Jonah ena bonsu ni ye munu Jonah ye den home ye na bonsu na no kura tesen wa mini Jonah na otumi hu kwan koduru Neneve kofe ne so to Neneve asase so nti ye ngi ntum se betimi aye Enoch abofo rapture no ena okọ entumi nye spaceship mumma ye nto ye bu ne ye nwen kakre eno so na okọ na ye problem ye hu ne ye hu kura Ecclesiastes so osenkafo kan ose bibi fufu ose there is nothing new under the sun. Say there is nothing new under the sun. As say ye hu sa we mu nyina. Unje din say niam omu si esisi ye nyina. Bibi. Enye electricity na ekun wiza na mo de ahye nyankopon yi. Mo me ndwenwi hu e ma bufu. Now let's look at the ark of cosmic laws. The ark of cosmic laws. Mo me share. Consider the many biblical accounts where people fell dead upon contact with the ark. In fact, according to Joshua chapter 3 verse 14 to 17, the ark even split water at the Jordan River, halting the flow as the Israelites crossed. Ark no ye ni electricity tools, gadgets, accoutrement. I would see a horse see a pie nsuom. E many pako honomo ekotu gold ni niama. Oil no muko reki wo hodi na. Enye machines no modeko. Nti ade ne pie ade yi mu aye nyame ne pie mu. Mpacho mu yembra ye chikakre. Asama mi ken. Asama mi ken. I am telling you this because I've studied and listened to both pastors of different understandings as well as metaphysical scholars. Share different theories. I'm pouring from these two perspectives, and then I will add my theory to it. Tina me catch us a downloads baby. Pastors need you omoka, any scientists, any metaphysics, any way. And I mean, as a Christian, ask yourself, was that all the miracle of the ark, or simply some divine intervention? Or did the ark create a new powerful technology in that time? Or did it open a powerful dimensional shift? These questions. By this time, baby, knowledge na bedu. Mummy investigating some of the things. Practicing no. Sabi nebu wa utia. You feel like covering your face because na disgraceful. Se obehu so bi a wanyinye duru baby ka asem we meanwhile no obetumi investigate ya ahwehwe wontumi project wo silver cord kra mo na wontumi nya hwe ya untumi download. At least make research. Nothing deep. And also we are still sleeping and we are still talking like we are talking to sleepers at this era. Where will it take us? Abusia, yes, Ramoa, Samubetumi answer our question ya. Mumbrana muma yina yentinasi, ni yendwe huna baby yedri. We have to seek knowledge. That is the only weapons we need. Say ya nyesa adie we ni yanhwehwe answers there ya etiate. At times, religion told us how the ark's presence caused hallucinations, madness, and overwhelming visions. High priests dared not enter the Holy of Holies, where it is kept without risking their lives or their sanity. Adentia. Tina mi ko ewo kwa no mo de ahoma no asan wonan kanklan nti wo mo nte kanklan ni biom a chete otulo ogbo aden na ye ma Nyankopon ye nipa bone sa say we be a wo kɔ no say electrical force bi wo hɔ a na se wo ben ho na wan ben ho ye obetumi ewu nti omo de ade sese bi ekiki wa ya so mu atwem ye mpese ye bedwen ho akɔ akire kakra na ye me kira wo say me kira de scientist ka na ye wi ayaba me nso me ho. People steal this ark and they return it. It was not like the artifact of the Africans that were stolen during colonialism. Yeah, artifact baby na say na something in kofe bi bomu wi ani say poto. We had a man on Revelations. This guy say no who call mu museum na niam okohu won ani so. Odi bi kire me kura na me se afem. Na wugina ho say wo nana no ye primitive anyame entua wo ka minim de obeye obiom. These people were no samre no omutumi de eja locally and they hear all this mass ni artifact ni with gold and if no munya sa nim de no wo say no mo ye primitive say de na ye kana. We read the Bible without even asking these questions. Yem bisa so na me madane otanfo me de che say ma say me ama me so fa so ba mfa me hupo wa hwe mani matum say I don't care, you don't matter. The Bible said two powerful things to make the ark look super dangerous. Fear. Bible, the source of fear in the world is the Bible. Fear no mo de be show mu ama obetumi ada no we hye Lucifer. Bronsam na ore besin na ne sia yeko. Fear nkotin. Amanfo hallucinate. Ade na am yesa. O say nia waka niam mienu ema ark of the covenant ni dangerous. Mo me hwe. The Philistines took it and then, in terror, returned it. Oh, no, say na they go on a butu form. Nyankopon kakraka no. Na they na shocking the mother form. They did not merely throw it away when it started killing them. The ark looks like a killing machine. Anane ye way. Ayi for the gugu. Ye bi ana. Hey, mommy ndwe hunko eti. It doesn't even look like an item that can give love and favor from any God. Why is God talking from the mercy seat on the Ark of the Covenant that can kill? Was that God a killer? It just kills. Like, only mercy, it just kills. You can find that in 1 Samuel chapter 4. When the Philistines captured the Ark, plagues of disease and death followed until they finally returned it. Who are the Philistines? Say ye Ark of the Covenant no Nyankopon kasa efa so kire ne ma omo ye Israelfo. Na se Philistine fo no kofaye. Na ekum omo de nyadewagu omo so na omo san de ba ye de a. Wo de ba nipa adwuni mu kakra bi a wadwuni suakora obehu se na kire se sa nyame ni Philistine fo ni sa apam no. Enti na no okuku omo no de omo back anameboa. Secondly, the walls of Jericho. When the Israelites circled the walls for 7 days with the ark, they were able to collapse their walls. Enti na che so nyame a esa nyame no te Ark of the Covenant mu ya Yahweh. Ono de okoma Israel fo nko a. Na musimu ye Israel fo nti sesie no. Mo benefit ye den. Uko Israel here, tourism. This is who and no mudidi buses, hotels. That's what they operate there. Tour guards near there. They don't actually have anything there. But they are okay. What you also a spiritual Israelite, physical Israelite. What's up? Where you dey? This is just a question. No. Don't get angry. I said question. Why are you so short-tempered? Are you frustrated? don't get angry. Me catch us a question, man, get angry. So I will get angry. Why? Wow, Baba Chiro comment, who be a who for me, Roba Quancafu. And who's a whoop, who hear more. Eh. To me, it looked like an attempt to paint the ark as a powerful thing from God. It became like a demonic item that kills at will. Just say, yes, but God is not a killer like you say. So how do we calculate this? Unye bibi akra na ekum. Etofom na kosoma bu akra ekum ebekum. Is this God? Secondly, it felt like the attempt of the writers of the Bible was to create the impression that the ark was some kind of a gateway or portal for divine beings to move into our realm from their higher places. You know, Ark of the Covenant nankasa no ho nsem ni o. Ti dia me pese bibisa ne se adaka ya bobo. Na ya di brodo ne poma ene book atum no. Aden na cause a whole lot of ade we American one say be done a whole lot of issues. I will talk more about this after I am done with the two theories in the study of the ark. Makacho say me ye research there. Ama na me wi am me downloads na to ama. Na wa kwakoye ho adwuma akoye calculation no. There are people in the metaphysical world who believe that the ark is a physical gateway to the heavens. Ebi mu so adwene ni o. It's like a direct phone call between the etheric dimension and our plane, this physical plane. Ebi no mo so omadwene ni e. Nti no na Ark of the Covenant obi so anana ye hunahuna. What was it at all? Ebi no so say a portal. Ana nkrofo den etimi fam ayete say wo pese wo nko ba bia wure ma direct this gold thing makacha musabuma yanwe ho because when you go back to Anunnakis, when you go back all the spirit gold and yanwe ho nti say yen yetiti gold so wa ha ye yesunsum papa bi ana ye nim ye ho so mahu hey e before mobo na Ghana de ye mobo more wo hwa time with Maame Grace na ye discuss it the ark of cosmic laws na mpese wutie ni ye sa nkrofo we so metaphysics no so metaphysical people no mo so de omo dwene ni they believe that this fact was actually overshadowed by religion omo feel say asem no kura ni nie na religion for religion no religious people no na writers omo bra so like King James ye no oyi demonology or ye demonology ko to ni fie no bra o Bible no je no wan fa nkan no wan hwe anim ni akire na wo hwe ba ko a wada ne ye nyina batteries with energy no head nti yenim ni ayeye na ye atwimuko ade we omuke eyamba and that it was erased from history for a reason almost omadwini ni o. For example, they believe King Solomon was one person who understood the etheric portal usage of the ark. Omo feel say Solomon ye nipa a oteho a sa na wodwen a onupe no nim ekwan a ye fa so use this ark. So we feel say Solomon so ye the adwene na ewo wutirim no a adwene ni pe na nim kwan ye fa so a ye use this ark. Almost omonte ase enie. So tell me, which side are you? The religion or the metaphysical and scientific side? Ehina wujidi, di ehina wonte ase ewom. Is the ark a divine god or a channel for portal travel and communication between dimensions? Di ehina wujidi. Isramo, a question who answer now, write it in the comment section. Is it a technology for electricity or a power bank? What do you think? Write it in the comment section. Meanwhile, share your thoughts. Why? In the comment section, very important to me. In the world of spirituality, the whereabouts of the ark is a cherished knowledge. Some theories even claim that it now resides in secret archives, perhaps in the Vatican, in Rome, guarded away from our eyes. Others say the Ethiopian Orthodox Church keeps it locked in an axon, guarded by a solitary monk, for no one must ever witness what it truly is. And it's on person obi abehu de na omonkoto ntwene and yes you are then. Now sometimes when they say some of these things you don't understand. Almost in say obi ehu na monko not hu no no onye nipa. I just say obi ama o as an lotto number not lotto number me mo obi ehu. Na ne akotwa lotto no wo no ho no. Sabe ode ne hin na be ka atworo. Aya na hadwe o. Our guest and friend Nufialaga also says it is in the Volta region of Ghana. Wabeka wo platform we say so that I've heard some people also say it's in Kwewu. Ebi so say it's in Asante region. I've said that already because almost celebrate here blah 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 blah. Ebi no so say owo ho nti ne kora Ark of the Covenant na nka say ye die yin. Eno no bi en bisa ne ho. Ah ye twe ho asem sere ne abasa. In both theories of religion and metaphysics, the Ark was not of this world in free years. To them, it channels a mega force beyond human understanding, killing indiscriminately, altering the very fabric of reality. Say no more so much yom. Just say show. Yeah, na udi agora na woko. Ti wo hwa na this Ark yom muken wo hwa wo hwa wo de your own understand wo hwa ti sen. Enya grow. Ade a yesi ye de acacia wood any gold na ye nti e ban se na ekuku ni pay ana omo bindi bibi na omo che power to mu na onsa koka wrong ya na kiki ana ye den e bi so say ye portal nti ye behwe we nyina na ewia na yaba me ho. Science thinks it is some kind of a machine, a weapon, and possibly a technology far greater than we can imagine. This is what science also think. But why does Mami Grace want to teach us about this Ark? What do I want young children to know and think about when they think about the Ark of the Covenant? How should we vibrate towards the understanding of the theories of the Ark? Saying I'm a person ye new kokun, ye emotions, ye love, ye be to so na ye hu a ye redraw. And no na me person then no. Yen hwe ho asem na yenka. Let's move to my theories. We media maka kire mo say in Ghana onipa otro theories ana editorial eka me ho mensa otabel at onumpo ni bebrebe like I have. So this is my theory. Njabusia, wait. Let's see what your greatest G have to say about this. Let the downloads ni play. Let's see how the Kasongo babe will go about this. So now let's move to my theories. And I'm actually these are downloads. Now, the new age of cosmic covenant. And then I'm going to say first. The new age of cosmic covenant. And then I'm going to say first. Now, what do we take from this as we enter a new age of consciousness? When we say bibi ameka chire ubia no, I bring it to my vision. I bring it to my mission, and I bring it to where I'm driving you to. I don't just say things and leave you like that. I say things na I scattered no. Me kachire wi a na ma chire wo kwan no na wo pa a resonate a na wa fa so. What am I say? Inti dia nkrofo dwene de wo book mu de wo bibia mu no eno na makeka na maka say these are my downloads. When you hear something say this is my theory, then you should understand. Inti si yedru baby a yedru ni mprempren era ye wo mu ni baby eniama ekona say eniama we nyina wutie ye say na wo so mfa no. Now let's see. There is a secret that has been hidden from us concerning the Ark. It is not the only arch or ark. I want us to understand this. The biane yeka say yeka ako inye onupe na ye Ark ana archa aba. So biate ase. Throughout existence, many arks and covenants have shaped our cosmological system. Apam bebrebe abeba. Hidden in the depths of secret societies is the belief that an ark is not solely a physical object, but a cosmic and celestial phenomenon. So this is how they also take it, and this is how they also understand. To our era, powerful heavenly bodies and celestial events detect a new cosmic law, a law that determines the kind of governance and systems that must rule the earth. Menim why you way na medical be chire mumu e was spiritual hour. Instead the omu shape shifty any the way a bibi akọ ma ye a whole episode about this nti no aha na nya de amesan akwa chire biom. Sometimes when you look at some of our leaders na ora ho, but you can't also force or push so much because onipa ne ba no hwe promises obey nti so onipa no mpehwe kra ompa no anso nani onyama ana obey promises we nyina okoduru kwa ontumi nya hwe. When you look at them, then you can see or feel that there's an ant in their pant. But omuntu mi nka. Inti wucha na woto obo ase na wuhwemu dia na wobehu say there are rulers, there are beings, there are some unseen forces e control all the things that ekoso e wasase so. Obetumi ahwemu yie pa na wetumi ehu. Say ade bi wo ho omo ya and so. People are asking nowadays, when they look at Africans and they are colonizers, they don't understand and source it. Because a ban is saying, "Mudi se see impo yeti he impo ya yeti he." So omo tu a dear bed ba ekanoma. Ufo say din ebe mo matching nyina like level ade no call no. Se na bibi ni wa, medi kan aye gay music no dada how they broke our bones. Inti nkrofo the way a and Crawford way to me colonizing ye na name we medical catchers bibia be breaking your back dada. Until when you hold this Ark of the Covenant now cherish it like I used to cherish it now. Please, I want you to think deep and ask questions. How did these people succeed in colonizing Africans who are more stronger, more powerful, and more populous than them? And by saying, also, what do you want insist so? Assume ni mu yadwuram and talk so. Omo chechi ahemfo nyina de koye. E die bempa na asi na asem no ntoso na yeti se ja ato baabi e hye bibia enim se we die enim se na hye bibia sa asem ni bi na to yen ana. Cause besi nei se wo ye obi a wo dwen African continent ho pa. So omu bi o mano kasa na omu kasa African ye poor continent wan twa bibi beto wo so at which level? Like I mean at which level? At which level? And they say so omu tumi kasa African ye poor continent. Udwe ho an tumi ntia se e bibi na ema obi e hye obi kutupa ema tumi bie na no kan asem kakra kasa a continent. Look at only the lands we have here. The lands pay. Not to talk of the minerals, not to talk of the oils, not just say ahomte. Eye bibi na eme binum confidence. Emo mutumi keka sansem we ya na. Ana ye bibi keke. Eno na mpese ye nyina ye dwen ho. The answer is in the Ark and cosmic covenant. Pese obi etie ni ye wa ha. What is agreed in the heavens, it doesn't matter who you are in the lower planes, it applies. Omo kan wo Bible no mo me se mo kan mo Bible na mo dwin ko deep say do your true asem no hwan na no ne kasa, because these people will not do things omo resolute omo karema o omo nya ade omo be mo nsa ho aye finti omo de beto ho ama omo take responsibility for your ignorance. Ye de ye mpese ye be ye hwe. Who were they talking to? It's in your Bible. Or say the ayachesha no was yachechere no wasoro no ye be chechere na asase so. E di asem na omo pa kire. E di na omo chechere no wasoro a omo chechere na asase so. Why na chechere bibi wo ho? Ye kan aniema we nyina ne ya fa ne tra ne ye gya ne saa na egu ho. Minua ba ma se dua ne hini na ewu a na haban ani aduabe wo so nyina purugu fom. Emfa ho ni se de adua ne so. Se dua ne hini ewu a na haban nyina purugu fom. Omi anwen kwa chire kakra. We di ahobrase kwan so. So ka chiro se de echechere wo so be chechere wo fom a dwinko deep. Who was talking and who was he saying this to? Obibini emfa ne ho. De echechere no wo so no echechere na sasis. It is called soul missions. Do you teach soul missions in the church? If you give a pastor a topic, soul missions, or me treat here, I bet you can. How the men connect on one, but me teach 7 days in a week. I have content. Before saying, you know, we should do this near George or near KBC, I know, until I may want my dream. It's also back on dream. What said, the amu ye na no be and this idea so come yen. Ye. The more we vibrate towards this kind of worship, the more bloody and poor we become, the more weaker we become. Ye can't some way to won't ye cry. Na baby, I will bomb pay a man for visa no more corn. Oko to so much, I saw them 2 hours, 5 hours. Did you see anything of this sort there? And ye yasan what they call. Had then a it is a ye yen she ni mudu. Mona mu wasika mudi be commerce and taking it. So onji. Hey! What shremunyan sankasa. Some fanko asole wona sorry for me here more. People are not ashamed in the name of God. If the cosmic soul's mission for a race is to be lower and serve on the lower planes, that covenant is signed. It doesn't matter who you are. Ya chechere no wosoro no, ya chechere no wa ha. Se wa ama wosoro anya adwuma. Na one nam ha na ka na wo show a waso be ye hye. Me na me ka me kire wo. Wo be ye mobo. Ebi na ato abibifo ya na. Ye ni hwe fom nko a. Ye ni hwe soro ba bia. Obi ani hwe soro na ni hwe fom ko wate ase se esoro wo ho na fom wo ho. Ni mienu nyina na ma de ye complain na maka dua hini ewu a na hahan ni nyina apore. Dua no kra betumi esi ho ewu na esi ho. Enso aba. Faso ni. Is that what we have become? In beside your question, ko bisa so akosimibuofu. It will happen. The omo beke bia so the suru ni ase ni bo mo boa. Wo be ebefa wo. It shall exist. So munya sign pa eye adwuma. That covenant shall pass. Chese so mu to me the suru ni bom. Now obibiniti ya no o hwe suru na o hwe se nyame to wo be hu ni mobo. E dey apam na wo ne wo dey covenant e na wo ne wo. E gina sorry them to covenant keeping God. There is no one like you. You are Alpha and Omega. There is no one like you. Onim Alpha, Ojina house or say Alpha and Omega. They are in Ojina. Yes, some ya. Now cancel so na yede. The universe is about experiences. Until they tina fa kuna Bible crack and some they talk to you. The nokrana to plain sight. So nipa komuna se onipa semenye. Soul's missions are based on the quest to experience life in all manners. So te asiye. Manka se body o misi souls. Asema bike na misi souls. Manka se body. Ya ho de ni wo body ni so. Ehi na de ubeko. Enu eni baabi ye ekọ eni baabi aso efiri ahaya na fi ahaya so na ebewie nti fa hoɔden ni nyina egu so na wie ha na de ebe etina body ni ma de ye adwuma ni firi ma eye frustration for you because ono no onye fine a ɛho mfusunsuanso ɔbɔ body ni so ma hu sɛ wonye fine ye nwi nkwa akire aye dinya ma yen. Examples of the strong are ruled by the weak. Me de minyo bia o me come sofo na ye dimirika gidigidi ondure ya na wanya sika oh me dey me cause spiritual person we wo onya adwuma da endure ya wanya sika wo so yo ho den wo ko ye ne wahu wo so yo ho den me se kɔhwe obi na kɔfa accoutrement fa kɔ yo hu yi fa ho nkɔ na de bia wudimirika na de bia wudimirika unyo obi a hu se unyo obi a obe vibrate towards obi obeye obi apa wo so me ke na nka wo vibrate towards wa wo ho a anka wo kɔ dadada wo kɔ ka we pɛ mama mada ne tamfo me ka asɛm ni kyerɛ mu senya wo mpɛsɛ mo bɛte ase na me mada ne tamfo for nothing. This is what I'm preaching to you. Ade am making ni me say be weak for yourself. Don't be weak for anybody to rule over you. Should this be difficult? Oko ka kire nipa ne se wo ye weak obeda ne wo slave. We na me ne wo chen. Sa na cosmic nete. Sa wo so wunye obi a wo ho, wunye obi a wo be ya akoa wo ho. Sa wo so wunye obi wo ho. Wunye obi wo ho ethically, you will defend yourself, you will fight for yourself. What wo fear na ahye wo mu ma se etwim. I hope that answers the question of why blacks are colonized. Yesi wasuru ni si wa nesro he enjina ho ntwe Jesus tale ho. Omo de etheric no, omo de kan physical no na ye adwuma e hold ye. For over 500,000 years, Yahweh and his Elohim entered into a covenant to lead the universe, instilling order and chaos at their will. Nti ebinum wogidi sa no na kisne ba ha ye bibi emo no mo ye Elohim so mo ye say omo no mo ye say e dey na wom why na invoke you in the first place. Ha! But every cosmic system, no matter how powerful, eventually falls when the deadline of the covenant expires. Advantage yewoni as black people. Every black should listen to this. Let me read again. Every cosmic system, no matter how powerful, listen carefully, eventually falls when the deadline of the covenant expires. That's why I'm saying this is the time. A new generation arises. A new covenant is forged. And with it, another ark emerges. And this is what I want everybody to focus on. Not a dia, not any atomonyankopon. And alpha nyami way, and alpha nyami is a dasem. All these ginger gods. That is not it. This is the real deal. Something has expired. A covenant has ended. Make a way, obi bejina wono obi sase, and now obe da ben, and a day. When the Old Testament was expiring, some people were smart enough to bring the New Testament. Now that everybody is questioning the New Testament, I'm telling you, a covenant is also. This is why I have confidence in talking to Africans. This is the time. A covenant can emerge not by weapons, not by money, not by cars, not by houses, but knowledge. I mean cosmic knowledge, etheric knowledge, the shiftings, the dimensions we will sit. The earth itself has shifted. Can we think etheric? Can we move? Can we behave like we are sitting in the fifth dimension so we are able to emerge a new covenant that will favor Africans? Can we? Or we should sit here for another generation, another race to emerge that covenant. So we will keep sitting here, and then that covenant will allow them to come and take all our minerals away, and then they will mock us by calling us poor continent. Is this what we want to see? Should we sit here and watch this? When you see some of these things and you talk about it, now you're depressed. Like, what kind of people are these that they cannot see the thing like this? Everything. Na yen jina honu who say yes. You be reinforce your energy. Now you emerge a covenant with the cosmic. So we are able to rule our continent. We have everything here. We are left with knowledge. I mean cosmic knowledge. We don't want to understand this. And they realize that the Old Testament is that covenant is going fast. They brought Jesus and the New Testament to you. That one too, by the grace of God. Let's work. Let's do something. Let's liberate ourselves. We are talking about liberation and consciousness. And people are still entered the consciousness, making money out of it. And they have entered consciousness with Nkokoni Njai. Listen, this thing that the opportunity we have now, and American, it's not about anything new. It's about awakening. I mean, genuine and pure awakening. You drop it all the dogma, no? You drop it dogma, no? You renew your mind. It's in your Bible. See the renewal of the mind. If you say you renew free, they all enslave us. What else? Now let's look at Ark of the Realms. Ark of the Realms. This covenant is an agreement between unseen beings and the rulers of human spirit. What's as some making a body in him? Body in him. A cosmic contract that gives these higher beings the right to descend directly from the seventh dimension. Said you must see from every the seventh heavens, no more about this 3D world without the gradual loss of divine power. And nothing that the title near the ARK of cosmic laws. These people want to share. Me say when you powerful, the decision you have made, these entities, these beings, they are scared to make that decision. Enti so omo wo kwan bia wo na be maneuver de omo abaha wo be use omo no mako ade na omo use omo kire wo de awoye fa wo bako na wo de wo bako fa we akokoko na wo de akokoko so no na oye bibi ma so wo wanye bibi ono ntumi nye hwe ma na. So what's the point? And crofo we no omo mpese omo be fa process na ye community dimensions na ye community nyina medical catch us ya nyinsa wa 40 weeks no you turn into every being what dimension be a shift be so and san na wa ba ha na no na ma ye lose your power na ye reduce no ye say you would reduce here you can equally lift it and no ye mpese ye be ye nti no omo maneuver na omo ba ha na omo ma ye hu say ye obi a ye nsom omo na nka hwini ha nka omo be den wa ha say ye so ni faso a anka omo be den wa ha e dey na wa ha sa experience na ye mpe no eno na omo pese omo hu bi na so omo pese omo be lose omo power. They are greedy and they are turning us into greedy beings because omo ye wifo. They don't want to use the cosmic laws. Omo pese omo be fa process mu na omo jumping omo yazan na omo abaha na yen so ya fa line so ya bedu ese ye san fa so kono na omo be manipulate ye na omo be dada ye na omo keji ye wa na yen ye som omo ase nyame asem a me ni wu ken e ya sembone minua ono a wa jumping wall ewi abesi kwan mu ne wa fa kwan mu abesi wu kwan hwan na wotumi so otea ne yonko wa masa nkrofo we mu nyina enslave you. Which one are you using? Which one are you worshiping? You see what you are going through, the stress nipa ni so wo yete say wo ado ba wo bra na do ya wo na mu nko na munim etufo a wonte. Think about it. Why would divine beings need to traverse every lower plane if they could create an ark, a shortcut to come directly from the seventh heavens to earth to rule over humanity? Adentia. Say shortcut bi wo ho a adenti na omo be go through all the way tinka yen nyim na ya yese ke fi nka Jesus kora on ko hye ne maame yem yen wo no samo se Muhammad nyankopon ne kasa da ono kora de okora nyankopon se yen ayaka yen re obi amba biom adenti nka ono ofisuru no wa beto from team ka yen wo no but Jesus ko hye yefunu mi ye wo no Muhammad nso so ko hye yefunu mi ye wo no na kire say there is no shortcut bia ye de ba asase su bedi nipa so. When they avoid going through the fifth and fourth dimension before coming to earth, they preserve their power without losing it. That's the only thing. No. Yendi ye say ye be kwakwan tene ne so. Omo de omo so omo be maneuver. Akronfo say. They are not even straightforward. Omo BT cosmic. Omo BT abodi enimpo. They are so scared to make a decision you have made. Omo mpese omo be blowa omo ho ti omo fa kwati kwan so na omo ba ha no ma because omo amfa kwan so amba omo ni kwan se omo tena hanti no a wo kwan bia se wo ne omo prekire omo de omo nye no na wagina wa ma na enslave you do wato ade mu na oma wo som no o kire wo de awonye aden why we na make catch us adwen ho omo ye so scared nti omo nim se we powerful by taking that bold decision. Humans go through this process and therefore lose all memory and all powers as divine beings. That's the only thing. It is a who invoke na e wunua just that wo wafa baby a wo betete wo ho so na ama wo kwan ma wo ba ha wa ba experience apagya wo ho anka no anie e na ono no wan fa sa kwan no so no ni advantage no ni privilege a wo woni nti no wa be lock wo ha na wo so wagye atum so ye papa chen wo de wunya obia ene yesi hu wa ha asem we me nkyerechire wo mu sen na watumi ate ase e dien biom na me nka me fa me nkyerɛ onipa anka nye greed ene niama amfaso oni so oni prayer ka den na ese onipa lowa ne ho ade me dua kro no ankasa atwade ato dem so oso dia ne se me ndidi ondidi dia ne se sensei no ofre we enye greeda anko nipa ebre ne ho ase de ma de ubi ota wanfa ne sika ankoto ota so wanfa nye business no ota ne masika anka wanko fa bi aya na ahomte na uka no waka ne sen nipa nankasa pe bibi ohun ne ho so oyobia opebuo pot obubuo echen no ano o kire ne se fa we fa raise frequency na yes still pe bibi asom nti ya imprison mu nyina na ya reduce aba na microphone bi so opa easy life e imprison mu afi so enum ne yete wa hei cause we lose memory nti omo de omo nye nti we uni omo difference be na wo mutam are you no more powerful than them here? This secret knowledge has been preserved by Gnostic traditions, which claim that these beings are negative energy forces that have created their acts to hijack life on earth and imprison humanity for ages. Asemi nyina na mabo ne tofa ama wi. Saade we. Se wunyo obi a u dream deep. U delve deep into spirituality a. Ubeye joker. Da. Cause ya chichere wa nwenwe na wo de wata so. Na wo ankasa wo ye selfish, wo ye greedy. Until you can't even think deep. Utumi hwa ade na untumi hwe de ewom. Utame ya na wo de ikọ. Ayete say marriage no. Ayete say parcel. A package ni fine esi wo. Wo de kwa wonim de ewom ko du fe na obie so na say hey. Ma to ade aboka. Aka wo kom. Ebi say na spirituality na yom. Understanding no is not there because for you to get here no what blame na wo kon wa ye tintin na me hu say me kon kra atwe anka bibi ani ha omo be den wa ha ade na omo pese omo keep nipa e wa ha asem ni nyina ani omo create this ark no omo de hijack yen na omo in prison yen because they don't have omo ni cosmic ni new hwe ye omo say wi ase keke na ye so mo so ye mo mu dwan ye mo mu nkokọ ye mo mu nantwie ende ye kwa ha ye fa ha omo hu se ye ankasa sebe ye gimi se hwe ni omo ye den wa ha ada na omo ntena ba bi omo so omo ye powerful pa nko omo ntena omo be den wa ha and yet this covenant has a time limit eno na me pese obibi ni bia take advantage a moment when every soul will be free to ascend from these oppressive energies. Bible akansa ade ewe yo. O se bibia wo ne mre. O senkafo no kan Ecclesiastes. O se bibia wo ne mre. Aya they talk to us oh. Na ye mpese ye betie. Ye mpese ye beji atum se bibia wo ne mre ne mre wo homo obibini. Obibini se dade amasom no me ye so loyal mewu ama. Emre na ewo homa ye. Cause Bible ayi wo na nakan yo. O se asase ya tisui. Ose ye kukuru we bi na twa ne ho abere bia na twa nso esan besi na chinti ose ye bibia ya adepa na dia wo bedua no eno a na wo betwa omuka wo na naka de we kire o enti mu ngi ntum se de aye ye bia akwa aba bia ebeduru ba bia ebetumi liberate ye ho ye create African saints African messiahs ne de o ma ye bibi omo de otanya be se ye mu a ma obi ya ade mpo na eburu obi de so a onya na obekunu enye ni mate enye na afe kra ombe no nso obeku na to atwene at that moment the ark will be destroyed the person what say mere no so for ascension a bibi e holding ni pa bia besei the covenant will be destroyed and the old law will be restored nti atwa ebetwa na ba besi nachi before if you lose this time if you decide to be mumu hey dia mu behunum dia mu mani behunum nim you people should wake up do we think about this Old Testament from whatever New Testament so ba ya now you twini nkoso say see almost say ra I started channel for omo from ra nya awia wo snow beam wo ne ra wo den ye wo na wo channel ra wo bibini ani ti nya esa support ete ha say wo I kala kra cannot channel ra obibini ja ne ho to extend that ade ye ne dia secret to mission fin nsem na nka ye betena mineral so ha ne yakasa ye po na nkrofo we afa ye ho ayeyie adwene nya adwuma Omudi New Testament by, omudi way by, say Sadia na endi, and until na muhu blows up and down. Our church na ye being covenant ne say a buffer so was sort of one man jojoa, na kwemwada ho, a kwemwada ho may be before. I'm saying this with all confidence. If we decide to acquire knowledge, we can also emerge a covenant and we can redeem our continent. And when you're ready, you're yadjene and fear humpo. What's your time with Maame Grace? You're discussing the arc of cosmic laws. And when you're discussing in the treatise of the celestial ark, the melanated people lost their either, their glory, and their connection to psychic abilities. Until the year, you say, you to me, yes, she be at a question, Boba, your question, Jesus, your question, Muhammad, Allah, Muhammad, the crowd, why one cast or monsomono. When you lose your abilities, be our person be no on your mouth. This covenant, na course, this acting, na ye worship, no, this is what a yema blacks. And the yemba so low. The ark of the covenant deceived us in the cosmos. Destroying our contact with our divine heritage and placing us under the rule of new races chosen by these new gods and leaders of the ark, Yahweh and the people. Sometimes I don't understand. Sanka Yahweh ono religion na ya ne dia no say yen ono yen wo covenant. Tell me, a dear bay and Arabufo ye wo mosque ho yen ye bi wa Africa. What is the evidence? Say yen no covenant. A dear bay na Rome, omo ye wo ho, Vatican ho yen ye more e wo Africa ha as Christians. Say yen no covenant. What is the evidence? Think. Don't get angry, just think. You can also get angry. I don't really care. Yen dream, you mummy and dream way who kakre in ye che. Say ye to me read the Bible no, naka ye to your boss in ye decoding is senya. Aye be boy ye a dear ben covenant, and uncrophobia fako mufia, quiet no me maomo. Ebi mu fako mufio ekokumomo. And a bim so fa kwa mufie koye nhirama omo e de ben covenant and afa de wi ase na omo abefa ko back to David fie hwan mu na ye dey gonfo no hwan mu so na covenant ark no koduru omo ho ebo omo hwan mu so na omo koso omo wuye no eye nkrofo benya momi yenwe momi yenwe kakra ye sremu ara ye mu binum yenwe ai ye man krofo kwan so no mo nwe efiri ha ekwa ha kodi bone ekwa ha ekoye papa nti se wo de toto Africa ho ye nyamesom ne ye mosque ayeko ene bibi abosomsom ayeso na nkokwa ayeku nyina na wo de toto foreign land no ho a ede e ben na ye better than they are doing. What is our evidence? Onipa be hwim na ni hu fifire ansa na wadidi sa na Bible be ka kire yen. The people, the king of England, and the people in Crawford, a Jumadin be no more ye I don't know who did easy. Ye to me afford the 3 square meal. Light cry ye nebi. And so cry ye nebi. Or mudum light no do obi enya blood pressure. Ye assist any day na be because pressure ne doors. A dear ben pan a covenant way having to do with Africans. Why are we not benefiting? Okay, obini kwensa or jinti manka, the bowl will fall off. I'm telling you. The offering bowl, it will fall off. In Ghana, oh, you know, ubenya gout. You don't want benya blood pressure. Cause all we are cooking funya ye tefu. I'm fancy and I'm in commenting. I am homete. A coin bed that one my mummy ye to me for changes in baby sit that mempene. Ye trimu say trying near the ako. When you read the Bible, allow your Holy Spirit to translate this for you. Allow it to decode this word for you. So you will understand what the ark is and the covenant is and see if you are part of it. The evidences, the proof The benefits should tell you whether you are part of it or not. And so, even though Africans have revered this ark for thousands of years through Christianity, we have suffered through slavery, poverty, and sicknesses. The sickness will not be here. They will bring it and name it. They will never find a medication for it. Never. Yeti hayi nyare bebre wo hono ma ne yeni. Ni na beto yeso. Say the young girls ni na nya fibroids. Lack of vitamins, eating of highly processed food, proving to the public that we are rich. Do we have anything to do with this ark? No show. Men can't tell me say yes soon ade. Men can't answer me because Rome is rich because of Christianity physically. So don't come and tell me say they are we na yesunsumu asem. Yesunsumu asem soak talanku. Still they are rich physically. Into one so the anything saying. If the ark was meant to protect its people, why are we suffering? So we are part of that covenant. Why are you suffering? Then we are not the ones that contract favors. And then I'm a person be at yasewa. Until you no who vibrated towards bibi. I be ye binumu ye. And the wager will want to war mobo. A dear no mama. I am more than that. A dear no mama. A dear nesi. Because Abusia, that ark is our copy of the covenant. A divorce agreement we unknowingly signed to be poor. Because my mama is a covenant always is between two people. Na ye loyal. Yes, yo, ye de no ebe kun ye nkra ye kitemu. O si ba free wu ko si o eni o mi paper ni o. Me wo covenant se me ya akwa ma o me nkwa na nyina. To be slaves, ye kitemu twetwe. We surrendered our ancestral gods and our power to others. Oh, ya nananum. Ya nananum ya nananum suma bosom. Na yende. Basum Yehovah, are you part of the covenant? In doing so, we allowed dangerous forces to reshape our world. Yabu with clean and empty pen drive. From 1 year to 7 years. Now you're programming in poto. To me bisa question. Free wana fe wako do teacher ni ho. No so programming. Na no so poto. O maame no papa ko ya religious so ano matwa so wo poto. It's okay. Say I'm programming why you cannot be deprogrammed. In fact, you cannot be awakened. Say I'm programming why. So it's so cool. But the point I'm trying to make is that it is enough. Baby, I drew no dogma no, it is enough. A drew me say you who sense. Ni who say kai. Your continent ni baby or one bibi na edi yen say ye nya ho kwan say ye bisa bibi ye wo ho kwan say ye kasa without fear ye nya advantage no mo lose books now mo dey see for ages now no utumi kan every book enye copyright biomti books enya 100,000 years me ade nyina wo out let's read them and redeem ourselves with the knowledge we get out of it. Stop translating Bible the way you used to translate it because the church set up anankasa mo asesa no into mo asesa translation so Munfa awakening engu ho. The sleeping time is over. This is what I'm saying. Ya wotanfo o malepo obowa ya yire ye hu ye ku all sort of moa ye de hye ade na ebeku yemu ni china. There are two sides to every covenant. In a contract, it is two parties. E nipa mienu na esan apam ana agi bibi tu. Mo kwa ware na nipa tu. Ade a covenant wo mu bi e nipa tu. The contract says we lose our kingdoms and wealth to a new species. A new people. And the contract makes them our rulers and colonizers. And we say, okay. Now, they are saying, oh, we won't bring you any ship. I'm telling you to stop the worship. Because they don't bring war here with any ship again. Because nobody is bringing ship to come and carry us there. So stop the war with the ship. I mean, stop the worship. because there is no ship. Now war with your mentality. So stop the worship because there is no ship you are going to war with. They don't bring ship anymore. You see, so there's no sense. Say whatever you want to say. Sadi away. And am I who you mobile? Say on the contract ni favor mobile away. It is a Bible catcher say we wrestle not against flesh and blood. These people kwana wrestle against them there. Anka they are flesh and blood. And I'm a bottom. Are they not human beings? It's about the covenant. It's about the ark you are worshiping. It doesn't favor you. If you have anything to do with it, you signed at the wrong side. So these people are saying, say, okay, you can't blame them. They don't want their hands dirty. So when read here, you can't blame them. Say they told you, say salvation is individual. Or say each one for himself, God for us all. Who are you blaming? Who are you blaming? Bible no carry bibi ya wa okohwem na read na who sense you free yourself. They won't bring guns and wars against you again. And your wow mental plane mu na de beye adwuma. See, they've written everything boldly in the Bible for you. You said you won't read. We be reading it through can now that why you missionary. Onye nkode ma shena miji musika na medi. Mena now to ho. You can't blame them all. They have placed all these codes in the Bible. So one kasa kind. So my catcher if you don't go to heaven, don't blame Jesus. And I'm a boy. One quiet you can't blame Jesus. Or no cross or the way. When I hear the way, I may call them to me and ask my blame you. More cast some good what dinim. Usi wuntia obi any ho bebo. Now let's look at the ark of cosmic laws. After that, everything else follows and falls into place. Omo ye covenant ni wi a bibi omo beka bia na fall into place. Nti na wote ha wo ho eden. Omo abe yusu wa na wo de atu gold ni na na omo de ko. Wo oil ni na omo de ko because apam bi na eye adwuma. Nti wa ho den mata wa ha. So what you say? That is why the Bible called them the chosen people. Also the ho aka ho force. Nunu ho nasere. Wa fa onsa hye omoto omu na nunu ho nasere. Na so you chosen one a wabra bo na e kire no. Wo na amaame ewu. Na so obe wada na obenya na ye wa wasem. They are the ones we sign our divine right to by the covenant. Nti apam ne de wo sign bi. Covenant no wo bibi but enye wo papa editi awo. Nti you see what you are killing me for. What you are destroying me, saying all sort of things about me for. Your was no ntie. Nsem bi wo wa ye ka kire nyansafo. O se o de asempa na hinta enyansafo no we yi a kire nkokoa. Nti montena ho. Why? Montena ho. Na monfa time bo bo muminim. Na monka brofo akese na munkita Bible no. Na ne eba no munyina ho nhwe. Ekwan ne mu sese ekwan ne mu da ho. A little effort will catapult us. It will liberate Africa. This is what we should focus on. Mummy put pride in our side in any guasiano. Ya keka in any mummy putting in our side. Now you're liberating your continent. We need it. We need it. I ask you, what if we could break that covenant? Bisao. Ade amaka ina say ebetumi ebubu ni ade ye ho a. What if we could reclaim our heritage? Say yebetumi age heritage, restore our kingship and awaken to our true divine powers. Say yebetumi aye we ade na be ma esi ye kwan. Say yebetumi aya because this is what we need. This is what I'm saying. This is what I'm preaching. This is what we need to do for our generation. Minuyanum. Say uko krom na hu young ones no omo ye security say ye man ketwa na omo ba 24-19 ayi or ye security ye future wo he ye future wo he we na me se mo manyanyire ye ho ni ye nhwemu ya waputo pesika egu botom wo so bia pesika ehu bi awi enya bi awie da gina hwe abusuya mesra we can do this. Wake up akanfo wo kasa bi omoka osi obi nkyira bofra kwan yo obi nchira abofra kwa. No one shows the child the way. The child must learn by themselves. Obi nchira obi kwa omo mbechira wo kwan da. Na o visa kora mpo no kwaje ya. Sesi ese mo wo mo agya mo se mamo wo mo mechi mo nkoton biom. Mo amukotu sika agi paper. Na mo agya asase we a yetisu yi ho. Na mo akotena ho no mo kwa na mo prese o mo nye paper nto mo so se mo ye nkoa. Nobody should get angry over this. A hard truth by young confronter, ye be mo bo atensei. Ye just asase no wokono mo ba no mo to no mo to asase no. Ye just asase ne your identity ne ye bibia ne ye kwa ye prese mo de mo nya ye nse ye firi ha. Wu ye so ye document ato so. We na me koka bi alase bi no obi bufu ye ka no kra kira so ubu afu. Home nye de. Wo be fear, how do you feel? Atete de bia no mo bre wo letter, de bia no mo bre wo letter. Na atete nko a. Me kan we a kire wo, wo mpesa wo betie. Tina ho e na to waso. Ai. Ya hwehwe kwan na obi ani wo de kwan bre na we, mo so we mu na mo de heaven bre. Visa kore ye free. Hwe lie agu ho. Hwe. Omo mbe ye ofio wa na obeba. Fre no wankasa obeba obi ankrokro wo wankasa obeba. Eno na mugu ho no na mo ko no mo maw no mo maw ye adwuma na wo ye sei na wo ye sei ye kan wo ya ka ye haye pa ka no kore se discipline wa ha na mmira ye adwuma wa ha na bibia deda ne kwan so na ha so ye rent dan wa manta ka no kore nka be ko ha onko ba no kore ne kan ye mo den. A child ono an obehwehwe ono an ho kwan ye obi no be ya ma and learn. We must say ye sua de, for a new world has already been born. Kwenya na beda ho apam na ebreki me na make catch now. So we endowed that you understand what I'm saying. The age of the old covenant is gone. Se si emu ada ho eno ni apede any disaster ni niama uhu no. Eno ni apede any disaster na uhu na obi ekeka na dream free no. Ekwan ni mu ada ho efe na ese ye pre na yetumi imagine new covenant obi bi ni tena atwen anonaki. So oba abeje no aden kra na muti sei. And it is time for us to embrace a future where we are not enslaved by contracts we never truly agree to. Ye biom. Sade no mama mani nsi da because we hunu anim. Mama ye fa ye tin hye mu man kola no na kola no nye free. Now the weapon is not a tuo ne hwio, it's knowledge. Nobody is going to war bring any ship for you. So stop the worship. There's no ship for you to war. So stop the worship, please. You now have the legal right by the law of the cosmos to reclaim your energy and divine dignity. This is the time. Pray. Say this has never happened for 500,000 years. We have the every right. Say breaking the chains. Mama yen throw away all the worships. Mama yen nyani obi that sleeping messages. Mama yen giant to yen nyani obi. My brothers and my sisters, the time is now. The cosmic is ready for us, Black Nation. Mama yen making a move, just a little effort. There is why free. Ye little effort. Ye little effort. Ye be imagine a new covenant that will favor us. The children of the Ether are now by cosmic covenant. Your opportunity, no, back to their old law, and the ark of the covenant has no power over them. You break it forth, you break it through. Na ye nim say you were near ye di hu a. Anka ye best start to say yes send yama bebrebe. This is our time. We are no more for sale. He adanu bi adanu no mi hu sa asante yin video no mani je papa omo de scare command Pentecost for ma nka say na wo social media papa ni sa solo ni mu foni hia sika mu fan komo hey nobody is for sale anymore. The other day Katamanto say he ya papa Kennedy call we oduru ho no no say minim so komo musika o radio ni so mo say ye mpesika ye pe light no more for sale chale mo de montena ho no na mamo nya ward na mo frefre conscious beings no mo mboa mo na mo nyina ho frefre Jesus in 5 years to come nkola na be walk to ho akere mo nyansa mamo mbachi mi o no kra na maka akere mo no mo nya hu adwuma mama mo message Aye, ubechimi aye coward. Because who nimsa sama make na ye nokre. Man kata say ye easy mamu. Easy mamu. Mo ka de omo se ke, mo ka ke, omo se keke. Na me kire mo kwa mo be fa so mo be kwanche fire no. Untira ho na mo fe ndi agro. Wake up. Just let's wake up. Muma ye nyane. Now, I want to leave you with a powerful question. Mi jankra we amount. Where is the physical ark of the covenant? Mibisa wo misrawo. Is it in the Volta region? Ehi na osha ewo hin physical one ewo hin. In Ethiopia? Osha ewo Ethiopia na. If you are in Ethiopia watching me and you know where the ark of the covenant is, please kindly call us or text us 0244-860092. I will pack all my crew into a plane. We are very interested. Or did it even exist as we think it did? Those who glorify the ark and worship it because of blind religious beliefs are in essence celebrating the very covenant that enslaved them, stripping away their divine powers. Oh, Africans offer. Bokode. Me mundom me papa because me na me kan bibi akere mo. Mo wo nipa no, mo fa knowledge ni hyemu wo ho. Liberation will be easy for all of us. Because unko a wosika udipo enye de. Uni ahiafo ya ade a. Oha unko a uku nantwi a omubu afu because ono akokọ ntakra kra onya bi. Ba uni asikafo ya ade a go to Airport Hills and see. Nobody is playing music de. If you are a central sound system, woman and dominate board, then be a moon to say, de bakios, no, our force system, no, obey to ye be a mark or count no wako. Only here for ya, dear, yea, into what members, no. Give them enlightenment. All of them will be rich in their own way. Dealing with them will be easy. Who couldn't entry or no, and fan. Now, where the on to a cocotta crown, no couldn't entry, they be an away and a hin tokwa. Change system. This is why I'm complaining and talking so much. The ark in the Bible and the other religious texts signifies the age of the new gods on earth and the fall of melanated people. Anytime you see the ark, try and cry, kakra, sukakra, because abehaw. It is a symbol of the covenant that led us to surrender our heritage. It's a force. And a day bedroom, and there came one daho. A jay will be as will be in Jane. Mumma you see your journey. You are worshipping your downfall. Oh, jargon. Guy in the kind. Mammy Grace catch us said jargon start the jargon things, no. We signed that covenant unknowingly, accepting poverty and bondage. And we created an ark that allowed dangerous forces to invade our universe and impose their structures on our world, making us less in everything. Making us less. They will show us this. Later they will come and tell us that. It's not good. They will tell us this. Ye di ye coconut oil. Omusi coconut oil enye. Omu koya yes. Omaba. Omusi coconut oil no. What the kukuru wenuma. Eyi bacteria sibe bacterium be free wusimu. Ye di way. Omusi way nye. No omu di way brain. Ochina no omu ye yendi omu pebia. They have reduced us to nothing. Ekrom ayeti bibi wa ebi anya ye dia. Unko mukuro mo nko to so omo de spray we decide spray hoda ye de omo asoa de atwam e de abre yen wa e makura se ton fanchene ko omo de we decide na spray koko ase omo ya ma chese aduane ne kura ye ni ba ye ho so ye kotu wo form di ye di highly processed food ni bioma wo betu banche na banche mpo de cyanide wo betwa bode na obedi na magnesium bi anim asase na sei sesi ensonso no. When was the last time hu nsonso no mpo biom na nsonso ni asase ni mu a aduane ntumi nguro wo ye ntumi ndwen when na me pam obi a cho so obi ambra na chikakra sesi e ma bedane okasafo ya madane otamfo ya ewiase nipa nyina atami as if I care. They have no right to create a mattress for us unless we consent. Akachiro cosmic no just all the consent ashame enuti na ya ekoto aba no enuti na uka amen wa soro ho no. And yet we have been keeping our copies of that cursed contract because we want to be loyal. Almost say omo nkokra say o da bi ye we yo mamu ba oni ye di embassy ho ni yesu ni yeto uko obi kuro mo se menko wa ma officer why are you crying etu esika na yakọ na ase etu esika kese so omo nye pepe nto ye nso ye ja asase ye ntisa asase a udue bibia wo me be fifi ye nyina ampo hwe se ya be buru nkran ha ye kunye ho wrong move na ya bro. This is wrong move, bro. Wake up, ebusia. For the time has come to reclaim our power and restore our heritage. And yes, saying benya adisia. You are divine beings as black people, each carrying the spark of the Creator. That is who we are. My dear ones, the Ark of the Covenant is not merely an ancient relic. It is a mirror, a reflection of a covenant we made with ourselves, a pact that has bound us to suffer as black people. That is why it is in Ethiopia or Volta region. To kill us. So I ask you, will you continue to live under the weight of an ancient false covenant? Or will you rise, break those chains, and embrace the truth that you are eternal? Do you want to do this as a black nation? We need this. This is what we need. Powerful and free. We need to embrace that truth that we are eternal, powerful and free. Let's start screaming this. Let's vibrate towards this. Let's keep preaching this. The choice is yours and the time is now. Drop all worship and let's wake up. It is time. Shalom. Peace.